Hey, what's up guys, it's Nick of Vibrance HQ. Today I'm going to be comparing two greens powders, ORAC-Energy Greens and Vibrant Health's Green Vibrance. So in the greens powder industry, you get sort of two kinds of greens powders, right? You get the ones that claim to have a lot of benefits, but they don't really back it up. And then you have the greens powders that try really hard to not be like that. So they really avoid pseudoscience. They put the exact amounts of every ingredient in there. They say exactly how many vitamins and minerals are in there. They encourage you to look at studies that back them up. And Green Vibrance and ORAC-Energy Greens, they're in that category. They're both very well researched. They both have a lot of credibility. So it's going to be tough comparing the two, but I think I've got an idea as to who wins. So as far as taste goes, they're kind of similar in that none of them are very sweet or very artificially flavored. ORAC-Energy Greens is very mild. It sort of makes you think of celery juice in that it's just very mild with a slightly peppery finish, but it's not very overwhelming. Green Vibrance, on the other hand, it's considerably more grassy and earthy. Again, it's not as bad as a lot of the greens powders out there, but it's quite grassy, it's quite earthy, and because it contains some cayenne pepper, it's got a bit of a spicy aftertaste as well. So the decision's pretty easy in this one. ORAC-Energy Greens taste a lot better. Okay, so as far as price goes, they're pretty similar in price. ORAC-Energy Greens you can usually find about 30 servings for $30. It's $1 a serving. You can get larger sizes as well when the price goes down to about 75 cents a serving. Green Vibrance, on the other hand, is a little bit more expensive. It's $65 for 60 servings. So it's $1.08 per serving. So it's not a very big difference. Though I should point out that if you really like Green Vibrance and you want to get a big tub, it winds up at pretty much the exact same price. So while it's a very close race, ORAC-Energy Greens is the cheaper product. Okay, so what's actually inside these? We'll start off with talk about ORAC-Energy Greens. Now, it contains all the biggest hits that you'll find in most greens powders, right? You got wheatgrass, alfalfa grass, barley grass. It's also got the popular algae, spirulina and chlorella. Lots of veggies, lots of fruits. What stands out the most in this ingredients list is, well, there's a lot of different kinds of adaptogens, over a dozen, and those are herbs that are linked to improved stress response and maybe improved recovery between workouts, maybe a little bit better sleep. And it's also got a big focus on quercetin, which is an antioxidant that's linked to heart health and also maybe a better immune response as well, like it's been linked to lower allergies. And it's got a big blend just committed to that. So this has a lot of adaptogens, a lot of quercetin, and a lot of antioxidants. Green Vibrance, on the other hand, again, it contains a lot of the same ingredients, barley grass, wheatgrass, chlorella, spirulina, and so on. The main difference is that while this has a big focus, by ORAC-Energy Greens is a big focus on adaptogens, including a lot of different kinds of mushrooms. Green Vibrance doesn't really have as many adaptogens. On top of that, it has much more bacteria, probiotic bacteria, and digestive enzymes. So while this has 1.2 billion probiotics, this has 25 billion, and they're from 12 different strains. So this is a much bigger focus on digestive health. And in addition to that, what's cool about both of these is that they list the amount of each ingredient in their product. Most of their competitors don't do that. And so you can tell when you look at this that Green Vibrance actually contains more of wheatgrass and spirulina and those sorts of ingredients because the serving size is larger. So that's something you should keep in mind. Okay, so what are the benefits? What are they best at? So ORAC-Energy Greens, the reason it's called ORAC-Energy Greens is that because it's very focused on antioxidants. The ORAC scale is oxygen radical absorbance capacity. That is generally considered the best way to measure the effectiveness and the potency of a product's antioxidant content. So ORAC-Energy Greens has a score of 40,000 total ORAC per serving, and that's a little bit more than 3 cups of blueberries, which is a very antioxidant-dense food. So this is very good for your antioxidants. Also, as I said earlier, it has a big focus on adaptogens, has many different kinds, including 5 different kinds of medicinal mushrooms. So if you're after antioxidants or adaptogens, this is a very good supplement for that. On the other hand, it doesn't give you very much information regarding its vitamins and minerals. You just know it has 75% of your daily vitamin A, 58% of your vitamin C, and 7% of your iron. So it's not crazy high in vitamins and minerals. On the other hand, Green Vibrance, the biggest thing that leaps out at you here, and I mean especially on the title itself, is that it has a lot of probiotics. 25 billion. Again, ORAC has 1.2 billion, this has 25 billion. It's the most of any greens powder I've ever seen. Also a ton of digestive enzymes. If digestive health is what you're after, this is definitely a better pick. In addition, while this doesn't tell you its ORAC scale, you can't know how many antioxidants it has, it does have a ton of vitamins and minerals. It has more of all the vitamins and minerals included in this. There's A, C, and iron and calcium. It has more of that. It also has a lot of other ingredients, vitamins like vitamin B12, it has more magnesium, it has more vitamin D as well. So as far as the overall nutrition goes, Green Vibrance is a more effective product. All right, so those are my thoughts on ORAC-Energy Greens and Green Vibrance. They're both really solid products. The big difference is that ORAC-Energy Greens is like a dedicated supplement for antioxidants and adaptogens. Like it focuses on those areas. Green Vibrance, on the other hand, has a more well-rounded approach to your health. It has more vitamins, more minerals, more digestive benefits, and it just has a nice wide array of ingredients. So I would say that Green Vibrance is the better pick.